Eddie Murphy's dating history, from Whitney Houston to Paige Butcher. Eddie Murphy has been in several relationships throughout his career in the spotlight. The comedian has welcomed 10 children with different partners, and has said there's no greater joy than fatherhood. Things happen in cycles, and right now, I'm in a cycle where there's no higher blessing than having a child, he said in January 2020, just months after his son Myles welcomed a daughter. There's no sweeter blessing than seeing your grandchild. Murphy's high-profile relationships include his romance with Whitney Houston, who was reportedly very enamored with the comedian, and his marriage to ex-wife Nicole Murphy, with whom he shares 5 children. The actor also welcomed children with exes Paulette McNeely, Tamara and Melanie Brown, who filed a paternity suit against the Coming to America star after he publicly questioned if he was the father of their daughter. These days, Murphy is settled with his longtime love and fiancée, Paige Butcher, with whom he shares 2 children. A source previously told People that Butcher has a great relationship with Murphy's children from previous relationships. They are all about family. Paige is very close to Eddie's kids. They are a very special and happy family, the insider said, adding, they vacation and spend holidays together. Paige loves being a mom and is very involved. She takes her daughter to the park and for play dates. From his long-term relationships to his shorter romances, here is a look back at Eddie Murphy's dating history. While the late Whitney Houston is closely associated with her ex-husband Bobby Brown, the singer pursued a relationship with Murphy in the mid-1980s and fell hard for the comedian. Her friend Ellen White told People that Houston was so enamored with Murphy that she made her friends watch his film Coming to America repeatedly. White also said that Murphy and Houston had something special. I watched them once at a party, she recalled. Eddie came in, cameras were flashing and they just looked at each other and talked and laughed like they were the only 2 people in the room. Houston's good friend Robin Crawford also addressed Murphy and Houston's relationship in her book A Song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston. Crawford wrote that, even as Houston was building a relationship with Brown, she was more interested in Eddie Murphy, but he was elusive. Murphy was apparently also invested in Houston. Crawford also wrote that Houston received a phone call from Murphy on the morning of her wedding to Brown. Eddie Murphy called to say she was making a mistake, she wrote. Murphy met model Nicole Mitchell in 1988, and the two got married in 1993. The couple welcomed 5 children together, daughters Bria, Shane, Zola and Bella, as well as son Myles. In 2005, Nicole filed for divorce from Murphy after 12 years of marriage. Murphy issued a short statement about their divorce, explaining, the welfare of our children is our main concern and their best interest is our first priority. Murphy and Nicole have not commented publicly on what led to their split, but in August 2012, Nicole said that the two had a good relationship. Eddie and I are friends, Nicole told Radar Online after appearing on season 1 of Hollywood Exes. He's my baby's daddy, so we speak to each other and have a great relationship, and I think that's important when you have children involved. We can be in the same room and hang out. It's all good. Murphy started dating Paulette McNeely sometime in 1989, though little is known about their relationship. On July 10, 1989, the couple welcomed their only child together, a son named Eric, just months before Murphy welcomed his first child with Nicole. Sometime in 1990, Murphy began seeing Tamara Hood, and the pair welcomed a son, Christian, together in November 1990. While very little is known about Murphy and Hood's relationship, their son Christian has shared photos of him celebrating holidays with Murphy and his half-siblings on Instagram. Murphy dated Melanie Brown, aka Spice Girl Mel B, in 2006, and the two share one daughter named Angel Iris. Although Murphy initially disputed Angel's paternity, Brown has always insisted that she and Murphy planned their pregnancy and even intended to get married. This was a completely planned pregnancy, Brown told Essence in 2007. This wasn't some random, oops I fell over and I'm pregnant. I don't live my life like that. As soon as I had my IUD removed, we proceeded to get pregnant. It happened quicker than we expected, but it was perfect timing. Murphy confirmed his paternity with a DNA test, and after giving birth, Brown sued Murphy for sole legal and physical custody of Angel. In an interview with Larry King, Brown explained that the relationship she and Murphy had shared was real. Our relationship may have been brief, but it was intense, she said. We were very much in love and wanted to have a family together. That's that. I mean, we're both tattooed. You don't tattoo somebody's name on your body if it's brief and unimportant. Let's put it that way. While on the press tour for her book Brutally Honest in November 2018, Brown said that Murphy was the love of her life, he always will be. I mean, I've never really spoken about it before, so this book, I wanted to address it because a lot of people have a misconstrued thing of how everything actually did happen. And at the end of the day, we have a beautiful daughter together, Angel, who is 11 years old, and she's actually staying with him right now whilst I'm here working. Earlier that year, a source told People that Murphy is an amazing father to Angel. She texts Eddie and is on the phone with him all the time. She loves her dad. Murphy and TV producer Tracy Edmonds shared an intense relationship and a brief, symbolic marriage before they parted ways. The two got engaged in 2007, and Murphy's rep told People, Tracy and Eddie are both very much in love and are excited about spending the rest of their lives together. The couple were coy with wedding details. Edmonds told reporters, "We want to make it fun and casual, small." They walked down the aisle on Jan. 1, 2008, on a private French Polynesian island. Edmonds told People that the ceremony almost didn't happen due to rain, but they took advantage of a short break from the downpour. "It was as if we'd been blessed. We ran to the beach and had just enough time to get married before the raindrops started falling again," she said. "It was simply perfect." Murphy and Edmonds split only 2 weeks after their wedding ceremony. One wedding guest told People that Murphy didn't seem engaged at the wedding, and another said that the couple fought the entire time. The second guest added that several people could hear them yelling and her crying during the honeymoon evenings. It was pretty dramatic. Some suggested that Murphy's mother, Lillian, didn't like Edmonds. Basically said, "It's me or her," to Eddie, a friend told People. Additional sources added that a combination of issues, including whether Edmonds would change her last name, ultimately led to the relationship's downfall. Murphy and Edmonds announced the end of their relationship in January 2008. After much consideration and discussion, we have jointly decided that we will forego having a legal ceremony as it is not necessary to define our relationship further. While the recent symbolic union in Bora Bora was representative of our deep love, friendship and respect that we have for one another on a spiritual level, we have decided to remain friends.